Why do we need to worry about content planning? It's because it takes time, talent, and resources to create content with impact. There's no one size fits all, and you're generally working with someone to create it. Therefore, planning is key. There is one universal way to get attention, and that way is to tell stories. A story can be worked into the most simple of ideas. It could be the inspiration for your brand, a customer case study, or a product feature that makes a real difference. Or it could even be a random voice memo to yourself late at night, which you then create a video for your blog. You have to put stories out there into the world if you want people to pay attention, and we have been doing this on behalf of brands for years. Here is what we've learned. First of all, we love all types of content, but when it comes down to it, video is the most impactful because we largely engage with the world through sight and sound. I mean, until smell-o-vision becomes commonplace online, video will be king, queen, and jester. So why do we need to worry about content planning for your video? It's because producing it successfully and cost-effectively requires a few important things. Firstly, understanding your audience and serving them the video at the right time on the right channels is crucial. Bringing that specific personality or brand point of view is really important. Whether it's a content calendar for a quarter, 6 months, or a year, could be even a standalone project, a solid plan will always help. The good news is there is a simple structure for creating awesome video content, which we've outlined in this video and on our blog if you want to see more. Keywords. Now, we all know what keywords are these days, and the advice is constantly changing. But the most important thing is planning those for your video content. Keywords can help with search, but they also can reassure your audience that you understand their topic and their interests. To generate some solid keywords, you could brainstorm them with your team as well as listening to your customers. That is crucial. Review the searches related to section at the bottom of Google. You could also use Google or YouTube suggestions for inspiration. You can also find popular topics on forums and sites like Reddit. And you could also check out Google Trends and exploding topics for ideas. Once you've got those ideas, you can use a simple table to flesh these out and keep track of your keywords. It could be as simple as target audience, keyword, search volume, difficulty. Project management tools like Asana also have some solid templates that you can easily tailor. The competition. Next step is to analyze what's already out there. Pop your keywords into Google and see what content is ranking on the first page. A tool like BuzzSumo can also be super useful. It's essentially a content explorer, so you can see what content or news articles are trending for your keywords and use them as inspiration. Importantly, keep track of your competitive analysis in a simple format, such as content name, the type, the channel, and how to beat it. Idea generation. This is the fun bit, and where you can start coming up with some creative ideas. From your research, what types of video content do really well? And importantly, how can you make it more awesome and unique for your audience? This is a great team exercise, and if you work with a production company, this is a great opportunity to get their insight as well. You could structure your ideas into 12 content themes, for example, one for each month of the year. Or you could create series that you can build content around, keeping it structured and a great opportunity to improve the format over time. These suggestions can be crafted with evergreen topics as well, so they'll never go out of date. So do keep that in mind next time you're planning your video content. You can easily keep track of your content ideas with as simple as a title, a type, a description, and your planned release date. And don't forget that you can always cut down your content into separate pieces or schedule it to go out more than once, especially on social. Recrafting and relaunching your content is a great way to get maximum bang for your buck. Create your content. This is where the magic happens, and it's what we think of when we say video production. It's where your ideas become reality. But before you start filming, it's important to have a really clear plan in place to ensure that your content is both engaging for your audience and aligned with your goals. One of the first things to consider is the level of production value you're looking to achieve. Not all videos need to be top of the range. Also, the volume of the content you're looking to make, and the important one, your budget. There are a few routes to take depending on the answers to those questions, as well as the internal capabilities of your team. If you're aiming for high quality, polished content, you're talking about working with a production partner. These companies can make it easy and take your content plan and turn it into reality, but it comes at a cost. And it's important to have a detailed and clear brief in place to make that production process as smooth as possible and as affordable as possible. Be open with your expectations and the budget you're working with. There is no one size fits all, but it is surprising how much content can be made with a limited budget and the right plan in place. On the other hand, if you are looking for a more cost-effective option, co-productions may be the way to go. This involves partnering with a service like FoSho Crew, where we provide creative, strategic, and technical support whilst you utilize your team's expertise and physical location to record the content. We help with all of that. And then you let us take care of the rest, providing all the post-production and editing power to deliver your content straight to your inbox. Perfect for regular video content throughout the year and long-term, cost-effective video marketing. I do realize that was very much a pitch, so you must excuse me. Make sure the right people see your content. The most brilliant content in the world is useless if the right people don't see it. You need a plan to get it in front of your audience. Simply think about where your audience are, what media they consume day to day, and go from there. For example, an activewear brand may find its audience on Instagram and Pinterest, while a corporate law firm may find its audience through YouTube and LinkedIn. The key here is to think about your audience first, likewise with content, and then decide the best channels to reach them. It can be as simple as deciding what content to promote, how to share it, and when. Measure, test, and iterate. To truly understand the impact of your video content, you do need to track and measure your results. This means looking at key metrics such as impressions, engagement, click-throughs, and views, as well as how your content is progressing your business goals, whether that be brand awareness or lead generation. Don't forget that video content marketing provides long-term results and builds on top of each piece of content you release. By monitoring your content's performance over time, you'll be able to identify what works and what doesn't. And if a piece of content doesn't perform as well as you'd hoped, don't stress. The insights you gain from what doesn't resonate with your audience are just as valuable as what does. The key is to stay flexible and adapt your strategy as needed. It's important to establish a system for measuring the effectiveness of your video content marketing, and this can get pretty sophisticated. But in simple terms, we're talking about the goals that you're wanting to achieve and the results that you generated. It's as simple as that. Remember to play the short and the long game with your content, and you will see results. And that's it. As simple as that. Well, nearly. Now all you need to do is to create and execute the plan. If you have any questions or would like some help developing and executing your own video content plan, we would love to hear from you. We can make it for you, or we can make it together. If you found this video useful, please do share it on. Follow FoSho for more content like this.